Alright, I don't know if you can see that there, but what you're looking at is a small puddle of metabolites in this reishi block. This is from our reishi experiment. If you can grow reishi mushrooms on cocoa coir and cocoa chips, we supplemented with coffee grounds and wheat bran. So they seem to be growing fairly well. It looks like we have some primordia starting to form in there. We have 3 reishi blocks. 2 of them are from the experiment with the cocoa coir and cocoa chips. One of them is just your typical sawdust, except we used cocoa chips instead of wood chips. We have these 3 reishi. We're just waiting for them all to start forming some primordia, and then we're going to cut open the bags and prepare them to fruit over the next 6 weeks. We have our cool air humidifier running in here. We have our thermometer hygrometer up here, and I just need to stick a AA battery in there. We'll see how long it takes for this room to get up to 90% humidity. Then we can set everything on timers and regulate so we don't overuse our electricity. What you're looking at here, we have a golden oyster sawdust block. This is ready to fruit. I can go ahead and poke a hole in here. I'm going to go do this tomorrow. I just need to go to the hydro store and get some tubing so I can, some ventilation tubing so I can connect my fan in my carbon filter. The reason I'm connecting a fan to a carbon filter is so that all of the air that's, we're doing passive intake in here, and what that means is that all of the fresh air is going to come through these mesh screens down here, and it's going to come in because I'm going to be pulling air out through here. So the air is going to be getting pulled out through here, and then it's going to go through a carbon filter on the way out. So any spores that are all of the air is going to be going out. So any spores that sporulate in here is going to get sucked out through here, and it's going to go through a carbon filter before it exits out into the hydroponic area of my basement. It's going to exit out into the hydroponic area of my basement to release the CO2 enriched air from the fungi growth into my plants, which will then absorb the CO2 and replenish with oxygen, and then use the carbon to grow. As well, it goes through the carbon filter to scrub the spores. And what I mean by scrub is that when the air flows through the carbon filter, it gets a scrubbing. That's what the term is. But it basically traps in the spores in the carbon, so the spores don't go out into my basement. If you're growing mushrooms in your home and you have wooden frames, be careful of growing wood-loving mushroom species out in the open, especially if you're growing a lot of them, because the spores might get a chance to germinate in your wood frames. So, if anybody has any questions or comments about my setup, throw that down. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, share on your favorite blogs, Facebook, Twitter, and all that good jazz. And then don't forget to subscribe, propagate, and mycelium. I have a lot of mushroom videos.